Is this the condensed version of Joeyreynoldsrap, the Reader's Digest? Remember that? And Trump was complaining about Time magazine not honoring him on the front page. He said, I knew they wouldn't do that. Well, they're honoring this German who was taking the country bankrupt or something like that. And I would like to point out that nobody reads Time magazine anyway. Everybody should be, those guys ought to be doing Time. Time and life are two precious things that nobody reads anymore. And look, time and life, they're gone. We're now into another place. We're all looking at each other's videos. We're looking at surveillance cameras. We're putting them up and buying guns. Whoa. President Obama's favorite group is Guns N' Roses. I think we have a lot of examining to do right now about letting people into the country. I think we ought to start letting them out. That's that's what we need to do. We need an exit plan, not an admission plan. If people want to come here, they ought to pay. Maybe that's it, you know. But then too, you know, we have this terrible situation with this maniac overseas that wants to kill his people. And haven't we always had someone like that? And they want to come over here, and we want to take them in, but we don't have really the tolerance right now because we got to. Well, first of all, we've got our money spread out in a lot of places. There's a lot of room in Russia, a lot of room in China. They got space. We got a lot of room here too in this country, if you want to build villages. But that's going to take money also. Everything's about money. It all comes down to money. And my father used to say that when I was a kid. He says, "Oh, you know, it's all about money, Joey." And I said, "Dad, it's not about money. It's about radio and television and success and reaching the people and pleasing them and singing and dancing." And my father took a cane and he started beating me with it. My mother was hitting me with the broom. My father's hitting me with the cane. And my father was 30 years old. He didn't even have a cane. Well, we didn't believe in guns. You know, we used to throw stones at each other. Remember when you did that when you were a kid? Did you throw rocks at each other? We were the last white family in a black neighborhood. So I didn't know anything except that I was different. And I was every time we played baseball, if I won, I got a rock thrown at me. We didn't have weapons because we couldn't afford them, I guess, and we didn't think about that. We wanted to hurt somebody, not get rid of them. We wanted them to know that we were in charge. I wanted to know that I was the king. You know, people really want to be acknowledged and they want to be accepted and received. And we one of the reasons we become famous is so that we have the attention of our mommy and our father, which we weren't able to get. Now, when I was a kid, I was toilet trained at gunpoint. And I'm just joking, but you know, when I was taking making a number two, the family would stand around me because I was a potty trained kid. Boys take a little longer than girls to get trained. I mean, not to go to the bathroom. And they're standing around and they're applauding when I made my package. And don't you love this word? Nobody wants to say crap. So here I was getting applause. You know, it never stopped. Now when I go to the bathroom, I have to have a round of applause. I'm a lot of fun at a stadium. You know, I need that crowd to cheer. 40,000 people cheering, and I make it, boy. I go to the bathroom right there in my Depends. I have a book I'm writing. It's called From Pampers to Depends. It's not out yet, but believe me, it's going to be a big hit. As soon as I'm radicalized. Don't you love that? Or marginalized, or sliced and diced, or whatever I'm going to be. Love these words. Wrapping my head around it. I'm wrapping my head. At the end of the day, there's no end of the day. It's a 24-hour world. Denny's doesn't have an end of the day, and McDonald's, there's no end of the day. There's no inventory time anymore. We don't sit there and count what damage we've done. We sit there and wonder how we're going to sell the next stuff that we couldn't get rid of. It's about money. It's all. My father was right. We always said in church that money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. So we got to get rid of the love of money. We got the same chapter, different pew. You know, I have a regard for money. I have a high regard for it. And my time is up. See the lights flashing here. That's God's signal. Everybody will be famous for 15 minutes. Andy Warhol says, and my time is up. It's a Reynolds rap.